This is the Alen Air Purifier BreatheSmart 45i HEPA. It's about 25 inches tall, 15 inches wide, and not too deep, just enough to fit anywhere from a big bedroom to an open living space. The color I have is white, which I think goes well with any home setup, but there are interchangeable panels if you want to customize it to your furniture. From my experience, finding an air purifier that can actually keep up with a wide breadth, connecting living room and kitchen area has been kind of tough. I was pretty skeptical at first when I saw that the 45i claims it covers up to 1,600 square feet. But I can honestly say it does a solid job even with kids and dogs running around. My house tends to gather not just dust, but also a lot of pet dander, some lingering cooking smells, and whatever my kids drag in from outside. So, for anyone struggling with all of the above, I'd say this is worth a look. Let's get into some key features, but I'll keep things simple so anyone new to using this kind of device can follow along. The main filter inside is a HEPA type, which stands for high-efficiency particulate air. What that means is, it can capture over 99.9% of really tiny particles, as small as 0.1 microns. This includes allergens, like pollen, dust mites, mold spores, pet hair, and even some very small airborne viruses. If you struggle with allergies or breathing issues, or just want a fresher feeling in your house, this is honestly one of the best things you can buy. One thing I was a bit concerned about before using was the noise. I'm a light sleeper, and I honestly hate having anything loud running in the background when I'm trying to rest. The 45i is super quiet, especially on the lower settings. Even on its highest speed, the sound is kind of a gentle rush of air, nothing sharp or annoying. Alen calls it pink noise, which apparently means the sound is balanced in a way that's soothing, especially if you're using it at night. In my opinion, it's perfect for bedrooms. I've even gotten better sleep since running it overnight, which surprised me. I thought it might be a distraction, but it's actually really calming. I'd recommend this for people who care about not just clean air, but an effortless vibe at home. One feature I use all the time is the auto mode. There's a sensor called Smart Sensor that checks the air quality in the room and then automatically adjusts the fan speed. If you're new to air purifiers, this takes all the guesswork out. There's no need to constantly check and change the setting. On top of the unit, there's a row of touch-sensitive buttons. And the main air quality light changes color depending on what's in the air. Blue when everything's fresh and clean, green for low, orange for medium, red for significant, and purple when it detects a lot of stuff floating around. I think simple color codes like that are intuitive, especially if you have kids who want to know if the air is clean today. Now, the ionizer is something you'll see a button for. If you don't know what that does, it basically gives a little boost to how particles are collected. When you turn it on, it helps the filter capture even more fine dust or allergens. I've read some people don't like using ionizers for personal reasons. You can just leave it off if you feel that way. I usually keep mine on, just because with pets and outside pollen, I want all the help I can get. Changing the filter is pretty straightforward. When it's time, the color lights on top let you know. Green for good, yellow for almost time, red for now. The front panel pops off with a little pull. The filter slides out, and you slot the new one in. There's a nice little magnet system so it snaps back into place easily. It literally takes seconds. And if you're worried about any mess, I can honestly say it's not bad at all. One thing to mention is app connectivity. Alen says the 45i can be controlled through your phone using an app, which is handy if you like to set schedules or want to check the air quality while you're not at home. It did take me a bit to figure out how to connect, since you have to actually check the manual for the right setup steps. I wish that were clearer in the packaging. For some people who aren't into smart home apps, we can just stick with the touch panel. And it works great. As for looks, the design is definitely sleek and modern. I like that it isn't trying too hard to stand out. It just fits in with everything, with smooth curves and minimalist buttons. There's a little handle on the back to move the unit from one room to another, which is surprisingly useful. Cleaning around or under it is easy, too, since it's not crazy heavy or awkward. I have to mention that while the Alen 45i says it can handle 1,600 square feet, I've found it works at its best if you're using it in spaces up to about 800 or 900 square feet, especially if you keep doors open and want faster results. For open floor plans or a living area next to your kitchen, I noticed a big difference in how fresh the air feels, even after dinner or when everyone is home at once. Cooking odors disappear a lot faster. And with 2 dogs, I'm not picking up that dog smell as often as I used to. For folks who smoke or who have family with allergies, I feel like this would be even more noticeable. For those worried about maintenance or costs, I've had my 45i for over 3 years now. Besides filter changes, which I do every 6 to 8 months depending on the season, I haven't had to fix or replace anything. The controls are very intuitive and not overloaded with extra functions I'd never use. If you want to tackle odors more directly, you might want to invest in the filter version that has activated carbon. The included HEPA Pure Filter is great for allergies and dust, but the carbon option is best for kitchens, smoke, or heavy pet areas. I use just the regular HEPA Pure, and it's honestly kept my space much fresher overall. One little bonus I like is the cord wrap behind the unit. It keeps things neat and tidy, and I can easily move it without dragging cords everywhere. It does use a standard outlet plug, so no need for anything fancy or special adapters. In conclusion, I feel like the Alen Air Purifier BreatheSmart 45i HEPA with Pure Filter is a reliable, effective air purifier that delivers on its promises. From my experience, the clean air quality, quieter operation, and easy maintenance make it a strong pick for anyone looking to breathe a little easier at home. While I have a few small gripes like the learning curve with the mobile app and the optional carbon filter not coming as default, these don't take away from just how solid its everyday use is. If you want clean air, simple operations, and a unit that just works without being high maintenance, this is absolutely worth considering. I will leave all the information about the Alen Air Purifier BreatheSmart 45i HEPA in the comments. I hope to see you again in the following videos.